part ways? Do we stop settling? Do we move around? Do I start looking for homes? Like, stop saying other shit and then, like, real life destroying me on this.
The internet went bananas when Blueface recently asked Jaden to marry him. Chin expressed her opinions, and let's just say that she still thinks highly of Blueface because of her emotional devastation and total breakdown. Over the engagement, you know that when Chrisean and Blueface are together, mayhem is inevitable. Chrisean doesn't seem to support Blueface and Jaden's engagement.
For real, bro. Okay, so no. Now what?
Face and Jaden prove us wrong when we believe they can't get any wilder. When he proposed to Jaden, she answered, "Yes, of course, duh." It's an unending roller coaster, but now that it's a little out of control if you're not up to speed. Alright, get your teacups and settle in because there's going to be some drama soon. Fans, however, are against the marriage, and we can all see it coming because it's a huge, epic disaster in the making. The speed at which this interaction occurred, it appears as though they were talking about the marriage on Twitter, is particularly odd. Naturally, Jaden felt the same way when she went to see Kristen and their infant in Baltimore the day before Blueface's flight. She publicly stated her disapproval of Blueface on Twitter and called him out. Making a music video or having a good time in the studio is, she continued. She referred to him as a deadbeat father as well. In addition, she declared that she would be leaving Nil's company, adding, "I do not support bullying and anything on his page is no longer my consent. I'm sorry to all the fans, but I'm not with Mill anymore," she stated. Blueface stated that, "All I want is for my children to behave well." You know, Blueface isn't afraid to act out and does it frequently because Jaden didn't support him when he was trying to make it in Hollywood, he continued. "I'm sorry I didn't live up to your standards, Dad. I would never settle with her," he declared. When he started rapping, Jaden didn't support him or my music. "Please sign the names of my 2 children. These girls have already grown up. I've made an effort to assist others, but they consistently let me down. I have no idea how to. For this reason, when I first saw her in the studio, I didn't believe she was serious." He went on to say, "You went from being a good girl to a regular girl that fast, and I was motivated to demonstrate that I wouldn't be Neepy or P. Diddy. I'm sorry, but I couldn't say F my son for you, my baby daddy, because I play such a significant role in my children's lives. I apologize for disappointing everyone. I'm aware of my involvement in these women's lives, and I've always cheated. So I'm definitely a contributing factor," Jaden tweeted after the incident. "Cammy is a narcissist, a freak, and a liar. I would just be being real though. A lady would as well kill herself if she made me pick between them and my kids in 3 weeks. How on earth could they get engaged after dragging each other about for a horrible job?" When the video of him popping the question went viral online, you can only imagine how surprised we were. We all thought they were joking, but we were unaware of how awful things had gone. He said some amazing things about her in his speech right before he proposed, and I must say that they were accurate. Maybe he's reversing his behavior and will start taking care of Jaden. Please understand that we are talking about Blueface, and we are all aware of his troubled past. Despite his messy tattoo and the writing all over him, I will remain optimistic and assume that he is evolving into, although he didn't seem to be significantly affected by parenting, a husband could have an impact. Who knows? However, supporters don't trust this makeover tale since they believe, in case you missed it, their relationship has been challenging, as Blueface recently pledged to get revenge on Chrisean, especially after he threatened her when she was expecting Chan Jr.
In his eyes, like, you don't think I'll you and kick you in your stomach and you be for months? Like, did he took my phone, make sure I wasn't recording and none of that, like. Alright, long story short, right? I try to get up. He like make one more step to the door. I'm up. Like, yo was like psychopathically weird. Like,
and as I indicated before, he came to Baltimore to be with her and meet the baby. And she even consented to be in his music video for the song Baby Mama Drama. This was a major turning point in her life, and she was so desperate to break up with Blueface that she left him without taking any of the money she had with him. She begged him not to be present during the birth, and surprisingly, their relationship began to improve after she gave birth. This Walmart video was the beginning of the turmoil between Blueface and Jaden, which ultimately resulted in their breakup and subsequent dragging on Twitter. She was being criticized by everyone at the time for being a bad mother and not supporting her baby's head. Then, as if he had moved on to Chan, he abruptly began acting properly and making an effort to treat her nicely. I know she's going through something. It's not easy, Blueface said to support her. No will no longer mistreat her because her mental health affects my son's day. He encouraged her to be more accountable and responsible this time instead. He said that he wasn't finished with Jaden and that they would make amends. Come on. I'm here, he urged. Changed abruptly when Chrisean implied that she was moving on with the new man. She started by sharing a FaceTime screenshot of herself and her partner, writing, "Who? Is there anyone else who loves a man with tattoos and temples?" We are all aware of Blueface's hatred. The day after Chan's comment, Jaden released her new track, Barbie, saying, "We expect him to lose it quite soon when he approaches or simply chats to other males."
This my D. Can't keep him with a baby, then you should've asked me. I'm in the front row, sis. Take the back seat.
Can't keep him with a baby, should've asked me. Hating movie that still ain't on last week.
I'm going to let my guard down.
And Chan refused to publicly respond when he said, "I'm going to let my guard down for you." However, many people today believe and comprehend that Blueface produced a song as a covert barb at Chan and that Jaden was merely expressing his message. I'm hesitant to say yes because Babyface's tattoo of her new lover read Maybu's P rather than Jonathan's P. Babyface's real name was Jonathan. I swear Al Loki went back to my tomboy ISS just to avoid other people's fallen interest. Then I got a son, she said, accusing Blueface of being a deadbeat. I would be obsessed and clinging because I am his. His parents seem to have turned off my affectionate side. This must have resulted in the Bluefaces since I was too preoccupied with helping us to be a B with genuine feelings. Although others thought he was just using Jaden to get even with Crane because he kept promising he wouldn't. Major supporters are thinking that this is the reason behind his sudden proposal to Jaden. It's not completely out of the question. Though, since he has been known to return to Jaden and incite conflict between Jaden and Chan after he and Gon are at odds. He basically showed that he was seeking to exact revenge on Chrisean when he threw. Since I have someone who hasn't dated anybody else, I can't claim that no one has ever had my wife. Additionally, it appears like Aaron will be appearing in the same drama once more. Since Blueface may not even be present for the wedding, the most significant concern at the moment is whether he will truly get married. If you're a woman with plenty of baby daddies, you're leading an easy existence, much like his Pick One Go box of connections. Jaden, who has a ring, 2 children, and a baby daddy, won me over because she is authentic. If you want to go after these girls, I have to support you. The issue is that it's meant to work since Blue felt the same way about Chan. And all the other people who had more than one baby daddy, which is why he was upset when he was craned out here. She believes he's doing it to hurt her feelings. I'm glad I listened instead of listening to him babble about another man dating her, and I handled it properly. Since their relationship was greater than anything he was doing with Jaden, Chen honestly believed that she would be the one to whom he would pop the question, despite the fact that they were not officially conversing. People expressed their thoughts and wrote comments implying that Blueface and Jaden were not getting engaged and that it was time to have that tattoo removed. But Schnell believed that everything would be settled as usual and get back to normal. I am aware that it is untrue, but Jaden got engaged. And he doesn't want you to appear foolish by using Crane, who has only gained anxiety. Both Chan and I are aware of that. The word narcissist is overused to characterize Crane and Man Blueface playing a dangerous game together. Emotional warfare exists, and Jaden is a fool who backs the BSL. Do you think Blueface is honest and hashed in his proposal? Do you believe Crane is going crazy over this and wants Blueface back? After watching the film, please leave your thoughts in the space provided for comments below.